Hey guys, I'm just going to take a few minutes to walk you through some of the designer lounge. Now that you are a designer, when you go to Key Collective website, you have the option to see the website as our customers do or as a designer. And when you are at this orange page, it is called your designer lounge. So this is the place to be. There's so many great just tools here for you. So let's walk through a couple of them. My page is super blank. It's just the 1st of April, so we gotta get some sales on here. Otherwise, these will light up when you have sales. Here, you can see someone on my team has already made a sale, so whoop whoop, good job. But here you'll see your ranking. Here you'll see the commission that you are actually making so far this month. It'll show you a running total for the month, and then it'll also show you what your week's pay looks like. And here it'll show you the PQV that represents what you have sold. So those are awesome places. This is a super encouraging spot for me. Up here is where you'll have the option to book a design session, and we'll hit that here in a few minutes. Over here you have all the different options of browsing our catalog, shopping for yourself, and then also viewing past orders and placing returns here. And the one that hopefully you're using the most is creating a customer or hostess order. So I'll get to that also. Reminder that you can see your contacts here. You can create new contacts. This is a great way for you to see who has hostess rewards that they still need to use, who has birthday rewards coming up. The designer tool, you will love this. Just like on Keep's website for our customers, you can create designs, but your saved designs are unlimited. So this is an option for you to be able to design and design and save, and you can save a person's name to the design, which is super helpful for me as you grow your business. You aren't going to always remember whose design goes to who, so hey, that is an awesome resource. And then you can actually send those designs in carts straight to your customers. So this is probably one of my favorite tools in the design lounge. Reports, this is where you can kind of check how you're doing. Once you're growing a team, you can check on how they're doing. Probably the best thing for you right now is to look at your business dashboard, and that will help you to see where you're at in your jumpstart as you're trying to hit those really core rewards and incentives for your first 21 and 60 days. Then we also have the training and resources. So this is awesome. This is a place to be when you want to just keep growing in your knowledge and your understanding of everything that Keep has to offer and how you can thrive in this business. So let's pop down here to the news. So as things come up, home office will post them in our news, and your most recent will show here in this little activity feed. And then there's that bright orange little guy there that you can go back and see more if you're wanting to catch up on some older stuff. Orders, you can see orders that have been placed. Under here, just your most recent ones, and again, you can go see all of them there. Design sessions, you can see what's going on in your month. And then another hot button is this product alert. You can see it here and you can see it here. This will show you when things are low in stock. It'll show you things that are currently out of stock with dates of when they'll be coming back in. So that's a great place to just check from time to time. Training calls, you can see that. These are great things. How-to tutorials, of course, hit those. But let's go into how to book a design session, because that is what you need to do day one. You need to get your design session on the books or someone else's that's already ready to jump in and support you in this business. So let's do an example. Book a design session. So here you can choose to book for a contact or for yourself. I would say in your first few days, if you don't already have a party for someone else in your network, then you've got to do a design session for yourself and talk to your mentor about helping you to launch a super successful online design session, and also about doing an open the box party in home to pair with that. So if I were to host for myself, it would just limit those options now for online in person and selecting a date or time. But if you're doing a contact, you can search current contacts or create current contacts, or new contacts, sorry. This is what it would look like. This is the information you need from a contact. So as you're talking with people, let them know that these are the things that you need. Even if it's an online party, you still need phone number and address. And I would just reassure people that this is just great information for them as a contact. This is how they're going to get their rewards shipped to them. So even if they're online, we need those pieces of information. And just to show you what it looks like, I'm going to go ahead and put in a contact. Let's just create one. Customer, name, okay, create contact, and now we have a new contact. And then you would just click again, online or in person. Even if you are doing, I like to do both, honestly. Even for my onlines, I like to offer a pop-up. For my in-persons, I like to offer an online piece. So you choose which one is more relevant to your party type, and then you choose a date. So let's just say this is online for my fake customer. Then you choose a date and a time, and really the time doesn't matter per se, other than if you are doing an like a live party online, or if you're doing an in-home, go ahead and pick the date and the time that correlates with what you and your hostess have chosen, just so when they receive the email, they are seeing a relevant time. But one thing to note is that even though we're starting this for April 3rd at 6 p.m., once I click create, this link goes live. So people can start shopping on it now, and that counts towards their hostess rewards in the future. So just so you know, that link is live as soon as you hit create. Right here, there's a thanks for hosting email that's sent to the hostess from Keap. I would say always keep that clicked, because Keap already gives them some great tips in that hosting email. So I like to see that, and you'll get a copy of that email sent to you also. But this is great because it helps them get a jump start on what hosting looks like, and hopefully at this point you have already sent them a hostess packet. If not, that would be your next step, is to send them a hostess packet and talk with them about what hosting looks like and how to be successful. So we hit create, and then it shows us what their design session looks like. So this is where you will look in the future when you want to see the progress that this party has made. So you will see the date and also the date that it closes. So one thing to note, in Keap Collective, you don't close a party. I know that some other social selling networks, you open and you close a party. We don't do any of that. It's automatic. 2 weeks after it's open, it closes, and then you can always grab their party link here if they need it. It will be emailed to them, but when you're ready to start posting on, say, their Facebook pages, you want that link, you copy and paste that link. You can actually click that link and it will open a new tab for you. So say you wanted to, they'll show you as the designer, it'll show them as the customer, well, not customer, them as the hostess, which I named customer name. And then you can also share more individual links. So say you wanted to show them the bestseller page. I do this a lot of times when I'm trying to help people get that started. You can share just the direct link on a Facebook post, but then you can also in other posts just choose to come in here and copy and paste this link, and it'll send them straight to this bestseller design page. Or say I'm highlighting some of our engravable necklaces. I could click on necklace, I could be specifically talking about the disc, and then I come in here and I copy that link and then I post that. So that link is a great quick thing to send you straight into some awesome, more detailed linking in your parties. But when you get sales, they'll show up here. They'll show you how many people have ordered, the total PQV, because that is what goes towards their rewards. It'll show you what your estimated commission on this party is at that point, and then what their rewards are. And obviously these numbers will keep building as your orders keep coming in. And then you can always pop over here and those orders will show here. So that is just a quick tutorial on how to book a party. Then let's come over to design tools and do a really quick on how to use this designer tool, because I feel like these are two of part of the most essential pieces to getting started right away. So looks a lot like what our customers see, but you've got the design tool and you've got your two different tabs. The only thing that's different is you don't have a wish list tab over here. So you would be able to come in, choose keepers. I'm going to just choose, let's go with my favorite. You can also type in here, I use this a ton. It really helps me. This is my favorite of our current leathers. I'm obsessed with this gray color. So you're seeing up here already a running total, which I love. Then we'll come over here and do some charms. So you can type in by type if there's a charm that you know that you want. Or again, you can go in and you can look at different styles. So let's say I wanted a missus to go with it, and then say I don't like where it put it. Drag it and drop it over here. I don't like that the missus is facing that way, so I rotate it. Then we come in and I want some double hearts, and those are there. So a lot of times I like to send a design that's around the $60 range if it's just the first time that I'm sending a design. But say I wanted to design this for, let's just say it's for my hostess customer name. That will now keep that name associated with this, but make sure that you hit the save, otherwise that name is not going to stick. So say I love this and this is how I want to send it. I can now click the download button and it is downloading that image for me. Let me drag it into our screen. And now I can send this directly as an attachment to my hostess. I can plug that into a comment if they filled out something where they wanted me to, where they gave me some ideas, and then I can post it in the comments as a response, or I can send them a message. Messages are great because then you can start the conversation at the price point and you can talk about what their budget is and go forward in that. So you can also share this by choosing that share button. Now, if you've got a design session going, you can choose the design session that it correlates with, and then you can copy this link and then go over to Facebook and paste that link into their messages. And let me show you really quick what that link looks like when they pull it up, because this is awesome. It gives them a breakdown of the price of each item in that cart. So they can say like, oh, I love this, like, oh, this is maybe not, you know, my favorite, or let me pick a cheaper charm, and they can unclick that and they can add and edit the bag. So this is awesome. How great is that? Shows them the total, shows them how much each charm costs, that the band cost is different, so they can say like, okay, how do I maneuver this into my price point? And of course, we want them to tell us that if they have a price point. So hopefully they'll just respond to you with like, hey, can we keep it closer to 60 or whatever? And, or like, let's add more charms. And then you can keep going from there. But this is an awesome way that they can see how this breaks down and how they can adapt or grow their design. So I hope that was helpful. These are probably my top 2 resources that I would say you need to be using from day one as a designer. And so I'll let you go with that, and then we'll get some more videos coming soon.